Hello, Bubs. Bubs, hello.
Huh? Who's there?
Down here, it's me, Whenua.
Ah, hello, Whenua. What brings you here?
I've got a question for a dock ranger.
That's me.
Is it true that we Whio are famous? As in, we're on your money famous?
That's right, Whenua. Every $10 note in New Zealand has a picture of Happy Whio on it.
But what makes us special enough to be on there? It's not like we've climbed Everest or split the atom.
Well, Whenua, you belong to a very special species of duck.
I do?
You sure do. First of all, you're endemic to New Zealand, which means you're found nowhere else in the world. And you're one of just 4 breeds of waterfowl in the whole world that live on fast-flowing rivers.
Wow, it must be boring for ducks that just sit on ponds. I love riding the rapids.
Some other things that make you special are that rubbery lip on your bill for scraping larvae off rocks and your collapsible feet. They're like little umbrellas.
These babies make steering my way through the rapids a breeze.
So we New Zealanders are pretty lucky to have you. But did you know your species almost disappeared?
Disappeared? As in all of us? How?
Well, a long time ago when the rivers were untouched, you guys thrived.
And then?
And then, in the 17 and 1800s, pests including rats and stoats were introduced. The Whio weren't used to those predators and had no way of protecting themselves or their chicks and eggs.
Oh no!
Your habitat has been affected in other ways too. Deforestation and pollution means that there aren't as many pristine rivers for you all to live on.
Gosh, this story time's a little more depressing than I thought it would be, Bubs.
The good news is coming, Whenua.
It's needed.
In 2008, we estimated there are only 2,500 Whio left. Now we think that there are about 3,000, and the numbers are climbing.
Cool.
Have a look at these maps. This is the Mangatapopo stream. Each blue duck represents a Whio pair. Look how many there were in 2005. Now look how many pairs live here.
How come our numbers went back up?
These are the 700 pest traps along the Mangatapopo and rivers near it. Traps like these have played a huge part in the increase. In the last 7 years, these traps have caught over 1,200 stoats and almost 6,000 rats. With so many nasty pests gone, the Whio are able to hatch and raise a lot more chicks. 10 years ago, just 7 chicks fledged here on the Mangatapopo. This last breeding season, 30 fledged.
Wow, that's a lot of new Whio.
Also, Genesis Energy makes sure that they leave the correct amount of water flowing down here to enhance invertebrate numbers, your main food source.
I'm so glad all these people have helped us out.
So am I. It's great to have you all around. There is something else all people can do to protect your habitat too, whether they're a butcher, a baker or a dock ranger.
What's that?
Check, clean, dry. By doing that we can stop the spread of pest plants such as didymo.
What's didymo?
Didymo is an invasive freshwater algae. It blooms like a thick slimy mat over the submerged rocks. Another name it has is rock snot. It affects underwater invertebrates and the animals who eat them.
Ugh, imagine diving down for a feed and getting a face full of rock snot. So what needs to be done?
Before anybody leaves the waterway, they need to check their gear for clumps of algae. Then they'll need to wash the gear, or if they can't do that, let it dry out for at least 48 hours.
Do you know what, Bubs? You've inspired me to write a rap. 1, 2, 3, hit it, Bubs! So my name is Whenua, I was talking to Bubs. He was telling me some pretty cool stuff. Once upon a time we were declining. Now our numbers are rising, but not everything is well just yet. We Whio need all the help we can get. So Doc, please keep those traps going. In Genesis, the water flowing, all people can hold. Didymo Bay, we want that rock snot to stay away. And how do we do that? By working together. Every time we go on a freshwater venture, check, clean, dry is the way to go. When you're crossing through the rivers, bro.